Yeah.
Oh, Dr. Chris.
Hey.
I'm standing up.
Yes, indeed.
Stand up for Unscripted.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Oh, you sound wonderful.
I do. I've been battling the bug for the past couple of days, and right now I'm battling a terrible migraine right now. So
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm battling no razor. You notice that?
Indeed. All right, where we go from here, Bill?
Well, it's great to see you.
Let's do
Hold on a
this.
minute. Let me sit down here. We're going to do the show standing up. I don't know why. No idea. Where do we go from here? We have to go back, Dr. Chris. I know this is not the time machine. We got to go back to Saturday night's main event. You
Indeed.
watched it,
Yes,
I would think. So I want to give you my pops and my nups.
Okay. Let's do it.
Too many dang commercials. My goodness. I know they got to pay the bills.
Yeah.
But during that main event with Cody and Kevin Owens, which is another story, but here is Cody and Kevin Owens, and here is the ad from Target.
There you go. Very nice.
Oh man, it would bum me out. The other thing, beside that, it had more of a Monday Night Raw flair to it, except again, there were more commercials than Monday Night Raw ever had. But the other thing here was that KO had promised to kill Cody Rhodes. He was putting on arm locks and headlocks.
Yeah.
And he was wrestling.
Yeah.
So it kind of took me by surprise that Kevin Owens was not that furious maniac that I intended to watch defeat Cody Rhodes. I think he talked a great game for weeks.
Yeah.
He really did. But when
it
push came down to shove until the end of the match, didn't buy it. Now, the other thing, and a lot of people are talking about this. Here you have they're on NBC, right? the
Yep.
National Broadcasting Corporation, if people don't know what it is. And after the show was off the air, they pulled this incredible angle with Kevin Owens package pile driving Cody Rhodes, killing
Yep.
him, taking him out into an ambulance, and then getting into a fight, physical battle with Triple H over that wing eagle belt. They said they got something like some millions of viewers on social media for that. But here I am now. I'm on NBC, wanting to give my people the best bite I can give them, right? For the best bite for the buck here. And the hottest part about that show is not on NBC.
Not on NBC. Yes, indeed. That is correct, Bill
Yeah,
Apter.
I mean, I think I think
I think that boils
the
down to what's that?
no, I think that
What'd you
NBC
say, Bill?
for Saturday night's main event. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
I think for
Yep.
Saturday night's main event, the issue here was for me that it came across. It was a good show, not a bad show. Liv Morgan was the wrestler of the night, as far as I'm concerned. She had the best match. Um, but I think that the whole thing with Triple H and Kevin Owens should have been on that show.
Uh, Vince Russo agrees with you. That's what he said last night too. So, but I
Oh,
also I
okay.
also broke down the clip culture. I mean, that's uh, back in the day when Dick Ebersol was trying to, the advent of Saturday Night's Main Event.
Yeah, of
Uh,
course.
he wanted it more entertaining. Um, it just makes me wonder if it's just like a variety, if it's just like a kind of like a kind of a variety show type of feel. That's how it was a lot of times back in the day, and
Yeah,
yeah, and
a
so
lot
it
more
seems like,
shtick.
yep. So it seems like that's the type of feel that they wanted. I don't really think that they really were concerned about bringing in new viewers per se. If they did, they probably
Really?
would have. Yeah, I think at the end of the day, I think they probably wanted to bring people to their socials because of the culture. They're going to follow WWE. They're going to look at their YouTube
Mm,
page and things like that. And so,
yeah,
understanding the psychology of clip culture that we're in now, the
clip
very fact.
culture. I've
Yep.
never heard that term. I really like that.
Thank you. Thank you. Um, and so, basically, with this clip culture that we're dealing with now, I do think it's smart to bring more of the eyes to the clip of Owens and Triple H because because that could have been shrouded in all of the Saturday Night's Main Event thing, but
But it
you
would
made
have
it a
made me want to come back in January to see. So if I was a casual fan that
Mhm.
now I haven't watched wrestling in 15, 16 years, and now if they're on network TV, what's going to bring me back? What's going to grab me and bring me back for next month?
I agree with that. I agree with the philosophy behind that, but I do think it's difficult for you to say that because you're not a casual fan by any stretch. So I do think that from their type of culture of what they're looking at, they're understanding that people are going to be more interested in scrolling. I mean, we
Hmm?
we live in a clip culture. It's TikTok, it's YouTube Shorts, it's IG posts, it's
Scrolling
Twitter.
society.
Yeah, absolutely. And so basically, what happens is it's smart because you get more hits that way because you
Yeah.
only had 2.3 million viewers.
Sorry,
Bless you.
Dr. Chris.
No, you're fine, man. You're fine. We're both for
No,
the
no,
people.
I don't know why I was sneezing. Go
That's
ahead.
right. That's all right. You're sneezing, and I have a migraine. That goes to show our dedication for this show. So, so basically, you only had 2.3 million viewers watch Saturday's main event, but you had 45 million hits on that clip, and that's the type of culture that we're basically um, creating content for. You know what I mean? The content
All
creation
right.
isn't necessarily
I
uh,
I totally get that, but the
you know
but
what I mean, 2 hours of broadcasting. It's more of the clips culture that we're
yeah,
in.
but
So
the party is thrown by NBC, right?
yeah, yeah. I mean, but at the end of the day, I mean, what does that mean though? That's just another outlet for WWE to um it's just another platform for WWE.
Yeah.
I mean, I was told from within, there's tons of platforms interested in getting WWE content. I mean,
Oh, absolutely,
I
sure.
announced I think it was like a month ago that Tubi, A&E, and YouTube
Mhm.
TV all are working with the WWE for content for
I've
2025.
heard that as
Yeah.
well.
So basically, NBC is just one of many platforms that are interested in WWE's content. So that's a not. I mean, that's a wonderful thing for WWE, and
Oh,
they
it should.
have
They're
that
now
type of.
going. They're now. Saturday night's main event, the original one was wow. They're on network TV
Yeah.
now. The next platform, since they're so high on streaming, the next part of this platform, of course, is Netflix to
Yep.
bring them up to another streaming giant here and
Yep.
changing the whole look of Netflix. Now, here's what I'm thinking. Since so many people hit that whole thing with Triple H and Kevin Owens, and it was pretty
Hmm.
intriguing to see Triple H strike the first blow there
Hmm.
with so my thinking now is, he said that he's not going to wrestle again,
He's
which,
not a wrestler. Yeah.
however, however, in another role, Cody Rhodes comes back, KO, the next match, special guest referee,
Hmm.
Olivic, Triple H. I think that is something that in terms of his health, that he could probably work out, probably, because I don't, I think it would be less physical exertion or anything with him as a referee,
Hmm.
and it would add an extra. It would give a reason to that whole thing happening. That 45 million people watched. What do you
Hmm.
think?
I don't think it's even worth doing that much for his health wise. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that it's not even worth that because if you're thinking even from a special referee perspective, you got to go back and forth from the ropes. You got to go up and down.
Mhm,
There's still a lot of
mhm.
physical. I'm good friends with a lot of referees. A lot of people. I mean, you know this, Phil. I mean, I'm just saying this for the viewer.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, um, a lot of people take the refereeing what they do a lot very lightly, and a lot of times the reps can be the most physical people in the entire match.
I get it.
And so I wouldn't even, yeah, that's not even worth, you
They
know.
could do the old, like Muhammad Ali outside the ring referee thing.
Yeah, you
I
can
know,
have
but
the
I think Triple
outside
H takes it
enforcer, right?
right. But somehow, I think I don't know. They haven't suspended a wrestler in a long time, so to say, or there's something now. From what I understand, Kevin Owens has got that Winged Eagle belt, and during the Christmas tour, while Cody is recuperating from his injuries, Kevin Owens going to be defending the Winged Eagle belt, which I think is pretty cool.
I agree. I think that that's a really cool idea. Heck, I mean, might as well do like a ladder match. You know what I mean? Like if you're doing that, Cody's supposed to
Oh,
come back. end of
Wait, you
December.
just
So why
brought
don't you?
something up that would be great.
Yeah, I
The
was about to.
winged
Yeah, I'm about to
eagle
talk about that.
belt on the hanging. Oh, that would. Oh,
I
I'd
would do.
pay for it to see that.
I do both belts on the ladder though. I do the WWE Championship and the Wing Eagle in a way to merge back because the Wing Eagle was just a one off anyway,
Yeah,
supposed to
I
be.
know.
And so what you do is you have the Winged Eagle and the current WWE Championship both on the ladder, and and then the winner grabs the belts, and that's a way to merge the Winged Eagle back into the WWE
Dr.
Champ.
Chris, make it a triple threat and put Gunther's belt up there too.
Why would they do that?
They wouldn't. I was just joking with you.
Oh, gotcha.
I thought you'd catch me there. I thought
No,
you'd
because
catch
I mean, your
me.
your booking ideas, they
I'm,
they
go-
they
I'm
go
going to
they go crazy a lot of
watch
times.
Bill do that. Who was your wrestler of the night on Saturday night's main event?
Who do I think the wrestler of the night was?
Yeah, if we
Who was
had
the
an
card?
award to give out.
What was the card again?
Well, you had the triple threat match.
Yeah, I'd probably say Gunther. That was probably my favorite match of the night.
Okay, I
Wrestler
give
of
it
the
to
night,
Marcus.
Kevin Owens was. I mean, he came out being the most having the most buzz around him.
At
Kevin
the
Owens.
end, which is what matters.
Yeah, and
Which is what matters. But
that's
like I
the
said, I don't think he came out like he should have come
yeah.
out at this
I knew it
point.
wasn't. I knew he wasn't going to. I mean, you said that last week. I knew that he wasn't going to kill. You know, uh, Cody Rhodes on that network television show. First time in
Yeah.
16 years. I knew that they were going to do that. Yeah. So
He needed to be more fierce than he was.
I guess their philosophy is he was at the end of the show. You know what I mean? So and that's what matters the most as far as what sticks. So I mean,
So
technically they got the fierce Kevin Owens, right? But at the same time, they want to give the fans what they want. They want to give the viewers what they want, and they want to have a long, match.
yeah, a long
Yeah,
match with Target right in the middle of it.
that's right.
Do you know if Peacock had commercials on it?
I watched it through Peacock, and no, it was just like like pauses, like we'll be back shortly type of deal, and
Oh, okay, I
they had
wasn't
a
sure. What did you think of? I thought that, and I mentioned this on Time Machine with Teddy Long and Mac Davis. I thought when Piper Niven was holding Chelsea Green up with the United States title, she was going to dump her, splash her, and then Tiffy comes out and cashes in, and Piper and Tiffy have been in on this forever. What did you think of Chelsea Green, a Canadian, winning the United States Championship?
Yes. I think that Chelsea Green winning it's a good idea. I think
Yeah.
that I think that she has one of the best characters in the women's roster right now. Yes, she's carny. Yes, she's cheesy. Yeah, I mean, like I said before, I akin her to like a female Santino Morella. But I
Mhm.
do think that there's some stick to her that I mean it's all about characters, right? I mean
Yeah.
that's what it boils down to. And I think at the end of the day, I mean, hold off a little bit with the Piper Niven stuff. Just have her eventually like build up to that. Like I think it's important for us to realize that like not a lot of the people from the NBC crowd watch. And so that should
Mhm.
bring them to a SmackDown, and then the turn should be at a SmackDown, building it to
Do
a Raw.
they have Tiffany wanting to bring make this an international thing? Do they have Tiffany wanting to cash in and bring the belt back to the United States?
No,
No.
I don't think that. No, because at the end of the day, I think that Tiffany Stratton, which she should. I mean, she should cash it in for the world championship. I don't understand the psychology of cashing in Money in the Bank for a mid card championship is weird to me.
Yeah, what just like when Damian Priest had the Money in the Bank thing, they waited so long to pull the trigger on that.
Yeah,
Why do you think they're waiting so long on this? Is the right thing just not come along yet,
yeah.
or is
I
it
think
going to be Nia Jax
I
somehow?
think it's a timing thing. I mean, heck, I mean, why not? Build this up to her finally saying that have somebody from the Raw win the Women's Royal Rumble, and then Nia Jax, basically cutting a promo after Royal Rumble saying, there's a reason why they didn't pick me, what I mean, because no one can stop me. And all of a sudden, Tiffany Stratton looks at her briefcase, you know, fans are just saying Tiffy time. And then all of a sudden, she's like, I think I can do it now, or something, something to that regard. And that can lead to, Tiffany. I don't think there's ever been a cash in to compete at WrestleMania. There's been two cash ins at WrestleMania, but
Hmm.
there's never been a cash in to compete at WrestleMania. Like Rob Van Dam, he had his like pre cash in to
Oh, now
compete
I remember that. Sure, yeah.
at the One Night Stand pay per view. Big E was teasing his cash in throughout the day, and he cashed it in the evening. But I do think Rob Van Dam set a precedence of I'm going to cash in for the sake of competing at WrestleMania, and there's never been someone who does that, and that would be cool
That's a
to.
good idea. It's a really good idea. I forgot about that till
Yep.
you brought it up. So where are they? I understand that the one of the spoilers at the Monday Night Raw taping was not sure if it was Kofi or Xavier Woods pointing out his mother in the audience, and she didn't want anything to do with him. Which
Yeah,
one was it? Do you know?
I don't remember who it was. Yeah, I don't remember, but yeah, it's continued heelness from Kofi
Yeah.
and Xavier. I don't know if they have. Like I imagine, the Royal Raiders are the new tag team champions. So, does that mean the New Day versus the Royal Raiders and the New Day wins the tag team championships? Sure. There you go.
You know what I want to see happen with the War Raiders?
What's
And
that?
I mentioned this on Time Machine that hasn't been aired yet, so it's exclusive here. I want to see them get Paul Ellering from Karrion Cross's gang and become their manager. I just have that. Even though they're not the Road Warriors, nobody could be what the Road Warriors Legion of Doom was. I just see him in there as a perfect fit. What do you think?
Hmm. Hmm. As long as he brings back the newspaper.
I was just thinking of him standing there with the he was so he was so good with that. I was looking at him last night when he was on Monday Night Raw, and I've always had one of my favorite heels of all time was not in pro wrestling. He was in the old Buster Crab Flash Gordon serials, Ming the Merciless. Charles
Hmm.
Middleton played him. I don't know. Can you puck up a picture of him? I know you can do these things on your end. I can't
What's his
do it
name?
here.
What's his name?
Ming, Ming, Ming the Merciless. As soon as I saw Ellering last night, Ming the Merciless came in my mind. Charles
Oh,
Middleton was.
that's me, the
Did you see
merciless.
him?
I'm aware. Yeah, he's an emperor. Flash
And
Gordon.
Emperor Ming. He was the greatest heel in movies ever. And they kept killing him, and he kept coming back.
Isn't that
He was
some?
a great heel.
Yeah, he is a
Any
great.
way you can pop
He
that
is
on the
a.
screen?
I got you. I'm bringing it up right now as we speak, my
Yeah.
brother. Yes,
So
indeed.
let's see if
I
anybody else
got
beside me thinks that it's that he and Paul Ellering could have switched places there. But
you.
yeah,
All right, let's
they
see
are.
here.
Hopefully, they will invigorate the tag team division because there's no tag teams you can think. And what are they going to have? Waller and Austin Theory go after them? Who else is there in terms of tag teams?
Uh, aren't they on SmackDown?
Well, the window. Anybody can probably go
Uh,
anywhere.
yeah, yeah. I mean, who would respectfully, who in the world would want Austin Theory and Grayson Waller in the window?
Oh, look at that.
There
It's
you go.
Paul Ellering. Come on, younger Paul Ellering. I don't know if
There
that's
you
the
go.
original name, Charles Middleton, because he should be in
Uh,
black and white. He should be in black and white. I think that's the remake one from the 50s. Yeah, I don't think
uh,
that's him. Yeah, they had a
well,
remake in the 50s.
that's Mean the Merciless. Is what comes up with it.
Is there a black and white one?
You want the old, yeah, you
The
want the old
original
school
one.
one. Okay, I
Yeah,
got
well,
you.
that's the one who I think looks like Paul Ellering. But Ellering would be great. Do we have any super chats before we get out of here, Dr. Chris?
Let's find out. Let's see. Of course,
I
Super
haven't
Chat
looked at
will put you right up to on the screen. Of course. Before that, let me bring this up for you. Let me bring this up for
Okay,
you, Bill.
let's
Here
see.
you go.
Let's see if this looks like. No, that's not him either. That's not Charles Middleton. That's the newer
You
one.
said black. You said black and white. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
hey.
but that's the black and white of the. It has to be the 1940 something serial.
Wow, man. Man, you're going
Yeah.
way backwards,
Oh, I
man.
am. But I started
Uh,
watching it when I was like 5 or 6 years old, and there's a million pictures of him
oh wow.
on Google there. So
Yeah, I'm sure that there are. I'm sure that there are. All right, last effort, Bill Apter.
all
Here
right,
we go.
let's see.
Ready? Wait, there's three
Paul
times the
Ellering.
charm, Bill.
Go ahead. Paul Ellering and Ming the Merciless.
Bill,
That's
three
him.
times the charm.
That's him.
Okay.
That's him. Paul Ellering with that gimmick on the head. Looks with the beard and everything. Looks just like him. Just
Very
like
nice.
him.
Very nice. All right, let's see if we got any
Dr.
super
Chris, you have any
chats.
questions before we shoot out of
No,
here?
no, man. I'm ready to
What are
go.
you looking forward to? Now, Saturday night's main event is coming up in a few
January.
weeks.
Yep.
January,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
coming up in a few weeks.
I imagine.
Um,
What?
so no,
I
I'm
imagine.
actually gonna. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I imagine we have some type of Royal Rumble qualifier. 30th. Type of gimmick. I mean, perhaps. I don't know if they're. If I don't know if they're going to do more one-offs or continuations because EO versus um, um, Liv Morgan, that was more of a one-off.
Yeah, it was a
Because
good
the
match.
big feud is Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. So I wonder if they're
That's
going to do
gotta.
this. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we
that's
shall
got
see.
to be. One other thing I wanted to mention is that Jesse Ventura, when he was doing the commentary, well,
Yep.
he hadn't lost a beat. He was
Oh, I thought
he
he
made it.
was. I thought he was amazing. I mean, he was.
Oh, he was, and he said that he might get fired because they're not going to be able to control him.
Yes. Yes.
The only
Uh,
thing that he didn't do right was when he was standing with Joe Tessitore at the podium. He was facing the audience instead of
yes.
the camera.
Yes.
But he was it was just like he was doing this yesterday. So we're going to see Jesse Ventura versus Hulk Hogan again.
Uh, I don't think that that's going to happen. Maybe on Twitter or something like
Yeah,
that. We
yeah,
might see.
right.
Uh,
Twitter,
yes,
Twitter
indeed.
channel.
Uh, he was talking about how Kevin Owens cheated. Is he going to cheat? And it's funny because they showed the camera, the commentary cam of Jesse
Yeah,
Ventura, and he was into it. He's like, "Oh, he cheated." I
he
love it.
was
Like a
great.
heel commentator, a heel color commentator talking
Bring him
about
back. He was
how a
great.
baby face cheated and the only thing that the babyface did was use the chair that the heel brought in. It's
That's it. That's it. But
absolutely beautiful. I love it.
he was
Yeah.
great. Hey, before we go, I understand. Were you at the convention this past weekend in Ohio?
Convention?
The Bobby Fulton convention? I
Yeah.
understand you did an interview with Black Bart. Not
No.
Black Bart, with Buff Bagwell.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Prayers to Black Bart. He actually is. I'm friends with Black Bart, and
I know that.
he came back home, and he decided not to stay on the chemo. So
Okay.
he didn't want to keep that continue to be injected. So it's tough.
Let's
He
just throw his
looks.
name in the comments there. What?
Yeah, it's his name in there. Yeah,
Who
yeah.
did you interview anyone else at the convention?
Harvey Whippleman.
Oh, what a great guy! We had, um, geez, I did an after chat with him about 6 months ago too.
Nice, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
he
great.
was
Did they draw? Did they draw a good crowd to the convention? I missed this one.
yeah. I mean, normal crowd. Yeah, they were pretty good. Courtesy of those interviews are courtesy of World Classic Professional Big
Yes,
Time Wrestling, and so thank you for the Fultons to allot the talent to do a couple interviews. I did Buff and I did Harvey Whippleman. Harvey both were really good, but Harvey Whippleman was pretty cool because because I know that him and The Rock are pretty close, and
very
so
tight.
I started to ask him. I was asking him about. The Rock being a board member of TKO and stuff like that. So definitely one of those stay tuned interviews
Can't
to
wait to
discuss.
see
Yeah,
them. Definitely.
yeah, to
Um,
talk about that. So
one more last question.
yeah,
If there will be any kind of a surprise at the Royal Rumble, who's it going to be?
Hulk Hogan is going to strap his boots up again,
Oh,
and
cut it out. Come on, Dr. Chris. Who's it going to be?
um,
He might be right.
hey, I mean, a surprise, a surprise in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Mhm. They haven't really been doing the best on surprises as much anymore, man.
Brock Lesnar going to be there? I think Brock's going to be the surprise.
Eek.
Just
Mm,
have a feeling. Nobody's told me anything. I just have a feeling.
mm, okay. Yeah, I'm not the. I guess. I guess. I mean, I guess Brock. He can't win it. I'm wondering who would eliminate him. That would be
Well,
interesting.
Brock wins it and defeats Gunther,
Brock wins the Royal Rumble
right? And then challenges
again.
Gunther. I
No,
think Brock and Gunther is a hell of a match.
I think that would be an interesting match. They were supposed to do that this year.
Yeah.
But Brock winning the Royal Rumble would be a huge no for me. I mean,
Okay.
he won it already, and no, I'll be good.
Who should
Uh,
win it?
uh, who should win the Royal Rumble? Um, ugh. My
Dustin
boy.
Rhodes.
There you go.
Contract is up with AEW. Dustin
There you
comes
go.
in, wins
There
the
you go.
Royal Rumble, challenges Cody.
Yes, Toots Mont should win the Royal Rumble. So
Straight
I'll think
to
about
Rudy
that.
Miller.
Yes, and I'll think about that when I'm not having a migraine, and we'll get back to who
All right.
wins the
Are we
Rumbles.
back on next week on, I
Yes,
believe it's Christmas Eve?
Christmas Eve, man. Yes, indeed, we will be here, and we'll have a great time. Let them know where to find you, Bill Apter.
Well, Bill Apter you can find on Twitter X
Yeah,
at After One Wrestling, and January 8th. I hope to see a lot of you at the International Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame in
nice,
Albany, where I will be giving Kurt Angle his ring. He missed the induction ceremony, and I missed mine. He will give me my ring. We're going to do a Q&A, and we're going to have a great time.
wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
Uh, Follow me at Chris Prolific for the late breaking scoops. I've got more with that to store. I put a little teaser about what we saw about the circle and the slash yesterday. I know
Yeah,
who it is. Was
we
confirmed.
read it on Time Machine tonight. Yeah, yeah.
Nice, nice. And
I
so,
can't believe
so
that Ozempic is going to sponsor WWE.
yeah, and
Isn't
then
that what
wonderful.
the O
Yeah.
is? Oh,
Uh,
Ozempic. It is not.
nope, not
No,
quite.
it's not.
So interestingly enough, I put a scripture about not having fear. And so there you go. So the funny part of that is that putting up a scripture about not having fear received negative flack, ladies and gentlemen, on my Twitter page, which I think that's super weird. So, but hey,
Well, if it is who I think it is,
that's the Twitterverse being the Twitterverse. So you gotta love it.
if it is who I think it is, do they put him right with the LWO?
Um, that would be horrible, but I can't. I'm not.
You're right.
I'm not going to tease it even anymore. I think people read the riddle of my Twitter, and I think people already know who it is, and that'll just solve the riddle more to confirm it from my Twitter page. So,
I
yes,
hope
indeed.
it lives up to the hype.
I agree. I agree with you there. Yep. I'll PMP. I'll be doing a Q&A right afterwards on PMP.
Feel better, Dr. Chris.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Like my body feels better, but I'm congested, and like from here to like here, it's like a pounding migraine, man. But
What a
hey,
commercial.
30,
You sound
30
like commercial.
37 minutes in, and I made it, and I'll tough it out for the SK Nation, man. So that goes to show my dedication and loyalty to you all to be able to do this.
You're the best.
Thank
You're
you.
the best, and you are unscripted.
I appreciate that. This guy right here is Bill Apter. I'm Dr. Chris. So long.
At the matches. You, all